Welcome once again to the Beatzilla PDX official news break. And this one is about when the bosses need answers. As you can see on the screen, this is an article from The Root. There's a docu-series chronicling the rise of Black Twitter coming to Hulu. And as you can see right behind him, Hulu is owned by Disney. So it's pretty interesting that all of a sudden Black Twitter has garnered so much attention. And, I think now, as of recent past couple years, we can fully understand why. So it says the Insecure executive producer Prentice Penny is set to direct an examination of the social media phenomenon. This is an article from The Root by Stephanie Holland. This came out yesterday. It says, everyone knows that the most interesting part of social media is dominated by Black people. Now we're finally getting our due for how much we bring to the party. According to Deadline, Insecure executive Prentice Penny is directing Black Twitter, a 3-part docuseries for Hulu, based on Jason Parham's story for Wired. A people's history of Black Twitter. The project follows, quote, the rise, the movements, the voices, and the memes that made Black Twitter an influential and dominant force in nearly every aspect of American political and cultural life, unquote. Very interesting. Well, it's about time. All of your most fun moments and best trends came from Black Twitter. Anytime something crazy happens during a live event, you instantly need to know that Black Twitter is what Black Twitter is saying about it. Since previous boss Jack Dorsey and current owner Elon Musk clearly have no interest in recognizing our importance to their business, someone needs to tell their story, or tell the story rather. I guess. Now, this next line is pretty interesting because the wording is what just became troubling to me as soon as I saw that phrase. Because as we're talking about Twitter, this particular phrase has been coming up as well, and not in a good sense at all. It says, as hate groups once again find their footing on social media, now is the time to recognize how crucial Black people are to the influence of social media. Oftentimes, our impact on social media isn't truly understood until well after the fact. I would have to actually disagree with that. No, I believe our influence is fully understood. That's why you get shadow banned. That's why your channels don't go into the algorithms. That's why on YouTube, when you're watching a Black content creator, the very thing that they'll play after that Black content creator's content, even if you are in that person's page and channel going through their videos, they will immediately play you the white counterpart of whatever field you are watching. And I've watched this happen myself right here. And it happens to me, even watching my own replays. So no. These things they're very well aware of. And so Black voices are suppressed and still making such a impact. So I just wanted to make sure I clarified that. It goes on to say, hopefully, this series will outline exactly how essential we are to Twitter's success. Well, I'm hearing a lot of we and our in this one, ain't we? For those who know me, know how much love, respect, fear, and admiration I have for Black Twitter. So I can't be more excited and scared to to do a doc about the culture. Just remember, I am doing this in love, Penny tweeted with an announcement of the news. Hmm. Okay. So he's getting out in front of this. That's kind of interesting. I mean, I guess understanding the magnitude of Black Twitter, I guess I don't really blame him for doing so. But I would hope that this is done without a bunch of extras, if you know what I mean. Um, it goes on to read in Parham's piece, he details how Black Twitter began in September 2009 with a fun hashtag. In no time, it became abundantly clear that we were all out there, just waiting for the right moment to bring us together on the platform. Again, there's the we. I'm just, I okay. I'm assuming this is a sister. I'm assuming this is a sister from here because I'm hearing a lot of we and our, and so I'm assuming she's part of the culture. Um, it was the September 6th, 2009, at exactly 4:25 p.m. when Ashley Witherspoon logged on to Twitter and wrote, uh, "Unknown black win. Oh, you black win. Okay, you black win. You cancel plans when it's raining." Parham wrote. The hashtag spread like wildfire. Within 2 hours, 1.2% of all Twitter correspondence revolved around Witherspoon's hashtag, as black users riffed on everything from car rims to tall trees. It was the viral hit she was after. And confirmation of a rich fabric being threaded together across the platform. Here in all its melanated glory was Black Twitter. As fascinating as this topic is, it's also very broad. It will be interesting to see how Penny Parham and the rest of the team personalize and humanize Black Twitter into more than just a unique corner of social media. Hmm. Huh. I don't know necessarily how I feel about that. I would love to know how y'all feel about that. I mean, it just seems like this is one of those things when the bosses need answers type of deal. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's like, well, how are we no longer holding control of what this particular group is thinking? Because understand, for all intents and for all purposes, every black media outlet right now is not black owned. So black targeted media is not black owned, with the exception of the Griot, I guess you can say, and some of these others that are not foundational Black American owned. Um, but it just, I played something the other day. I played something last on my last broadcast, and it just makes me think when I think about this. You're trying to figure out what's going on within this community. You understand what I'm saying? And when I hear stuff like this, political. They're bringing in the political point of I guess, the conversation of politics, legislation. That is not what they have tried to frame in the past as violent or anything like that. No, that is literally focusing on the legislative branch of America, which is democracy in itself. So that is where the focus of reparations has been. That's why you're seeing committees and you're seeing legislation happen because that's where the conversation of reparations will go. And that is what the conversation of Black Twitter has been for a while. It's just now that you hear a more uniform cry for reparations, and rightfully so. So I just want to end with playing this little video before we go, just to remind you of why and how certain people look to stop our movements. And see, this is one to where Black Twitter is now about to be on display by way of Disney. Disney all of a sudden is interested in what is going and producing content, highlighting Black Twitter. Take a listen to this, family.
Yourself, why do you talk so bitterly against Martin Luther King and a lot of these other people of your race?
Well, let me tell you something. I don't put my race before I do my country. Being a Negro woman doesn't matter to me who is a Negro or who is a white person. If they are enemies of our country, then they are certainly my enemies too. Well, I say it is frightening, and it should be frightened to the entire American people that he has demanded $10 billion. And if he doesn't get it, then there may be riots this summer. Martin Luther King is nothing but a blackmailer, and he should be arrested for blackmailing because he certainly has blackmailed the United States government.
At the very same time that America refused to give the Negro any land, through an act of Congress, our government was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that it was willing to undergird its white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. But not only did they give the land, they built land-grant colleges with government money to teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farms. Not only that, today many of these people are receiving millions of dollars in federal subsidies not to farm, and they are the very people telling the black man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. And this is what we are faced with. And this is the reality. Now, when we come to Washington in this campaign, we are coming to get our check.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to let you hear that for yourself. So again, this has been When the Bosses Need Answers, because they're trying to figure out how to stop reparations. They've always been on that wave. And now we're seeing it come back again. So again, I can't help but notice the optics of this picture on the screen. I mean, right over his shoulder, ain't it? Just can't help but notice. If y'all have ever watched South Park, they call him the boss, don't they? Yeah, when the bosses need answers. And this is what's going on. Because they need to figure out why has their typical bootlick boule class lost the touch of the people, lost the pulse of the people, lost the trust and honor and respect of the people. Well, it's because they have pushed a narrative that is not of the people. They have pushed a narrative and pushed an agenda that has only harmed their people, been a perpetual detriment to their people. And now folks are looking at them for what they have done. So no, they really would not be able to have any influence amongst those people, because there's one word that comes to mind that usually stops a lot of things from progressing with relationships, and that's called betrayal. So again, I hope that this is not one of those situations. He, put a disclaimer out there, but I would just be careful what are you doing? Are you doing this for them, or are you doing this for us? It remains to be seen, and I won't make a judgment on it yet. I am just reporting the news, and it is what it is. But this is how I see it. So, with that being said, thank you for once again tuning in to the Beatzilla PDX official news break. This is being another interesting topic and interesting story. And it's focused on Black Twitter. And it's also paying attention to the cultural influence and the political influence. That is something that is very new. So just keep that in mind. With that being said, family, please like, share, and subscribe if you have not already subscribed. And if you are watching the replay of this and we're not in the live chat, please go ahead and leave a comment below and let us know what you feel about this particular story and how you are kind of seeing the angles played on this one. I would love to hear it. So with that being said, y'all go ahead and hit that notification bell. Also hit the word all, because I see there's people that have not done that yet. And you know how YouTube is. So make sure you hit the notification bell. With that being said, stay black, stay alive, stay vigilant. And black first, black first, black first. Shalom, y'all.